Hey there friends, welcome back to Silver Insights, where we talk about the real stuff that matters as we navigate these golden years. You know, I was chatting with my buddy Tom the other day, and he said something that stuck with me. I sleep 8 hours, eat my oatmeal, do everything I'm supposed to, and yet I wake up feeling like I just wrestled a bear in my dreams. Sound familiar? Maybe you're nodding along thinking, yup, that's me, half human, half couch potato by 3 p.m. You're not alone. I've been diving into conversations at coffee shops, on online forums, even in the comments of our videos, and I keep hearing the same thing. I'm always tired, and I don't know why. At first I thought, well, maybe that's just what happens when you hit a certain age. But then I started digging deeper, and let me tell you, I was flawed. It turns out, a lot of the reasons we're dragging through the day have nothing to do with getting older and everything to do with little things we're overlooking. So today we're diving into 10 surprising, often ignored reasons why you might be feeling like you're running on empty, even in your favorite slippers. This isn't your typical drink more coffee or go to bed earlier advice. Nope, this is real talk, stuff that hits home, makes you chuckle, and maybe even makes you say, well dang, that's me. Stick with me, because we're going to figure this out together. By the end, you might just find a little more spring in your step and a lot less fog in your brain. Let's dive in. Number 1, you're not getting enough electrolytes. Your body's running low on electrolytes, and you don't even realize it. I know. Sounds like something a sports drink commercial would scream at you, but hear me out. I was at a barbecue last summer, and my neighbor Linda, a spry 68-year-old, was complaining about feeling sluggish all the time. She said, I drink water all day. My doctor would be proud, but I still feel like I'm moving through molasses. So I asked her, what's in that water? She looked at me like I'd grown a second head and said, water? Here's the deal. Water's great. But as we age, our bodies need more than just H2O to keep the engine humming. Electrolytes, things like sodium, potassium, magnesium, are like the spark plugs in your car. They keep your muscles moving, your nerves firing, and your energy steady. But here's the kicker. We lose them faster as we get older, especially if you're on certain meds or sweating in the summer heat. Low electrolytes can leave you feeling weak, foggy, or like you're wading through a mental swamp. I read a story on a health forum about a guy named Frank who kept nodding off during his grandkids' soccer games. He thought it was just old man syndrome. Turns out, his blood work showed low sodium and potassium. His doc had him add a pinch of sea salt to his water and eat a banana every morning. Within a week, Frank was cheering louder than the coach. Now, you don't need to chug neon sports drinks. Try sipping water with a splash of coconut water or munch on electrolyte-rich snacks like bananas, avocados, or even a handful of salted nuts. Keep it simple, but keep those electrolytes flowing. Your body will thank you, and you might just stay awake for the whole game. Number 2, your muscles are begging for a little action. You're spending too much time parked in one spot, thinking it's relaxation. Look, I get it. You've earned the right to sink into that recliner with a good book or the remote. But by 4 p.m., you're feeling like you've been hit by a freight train. I was scrolling through a retiree group online, and one woman, Betty from Ohio, said, I spend all day resting, but I'm more tired than when I was teaching third graders. Here's why. Sitting for hours isn't rest. It's stagnation. Your muscles need to move to keep your blood flowing and your energy up. When you're glued to the couch, your body goes into low power mode, like a laptop that dims to save battery. Your circulation slows, your joints stiffen, and your brain thinks, guess we're shutting down for the day. No wonder you're exhausted by dinner time. But don't worry, you don't need to run a 5K or lift weights like a bodybuilder. Small movements add up. I heard about a guy named Carl who started doing what he called chair yoga during TV commercials. A few arm circles, some ankle rolls, maybe a little twist to stretch his back. He said it was like flipping a switch. Suddenly he had enough energy to tinker in his garage again. Try this. Set a timer to stand up every hour. Walk to the kitchen, do a few gentle stretches, or march in place while you wait for your coffee to brew. It's like telling your body, hey, we're still in business. Move a little, and you'll feel a lot more alive. Number 3. Your brain's overloaded with unspoken worries. You're carrying a load of quiet worries, and they're heavier than you think. This one's a doozy because it sneaks up on you. Life gets quieter as we age. Maybe the kids are gone, the job's behind you, but that doesn't mean your mind's at peace. I was talking to my friend June, who's 72, and she said, I don't have big problems anymore, so why do I feel so drained? Then she admitted she's always thinking about her husband's health, her savings, or whether she locked the back door. Sound familiar? That's what I call background worry. It's not a panic attack, just a constant hum of what-ifs in your head. But your body doesn't care if it's loud stress or quiet stress. It pumps out cortisol, tightens your shoulders, and saps your energy like a leaky battery. I saw a post on a senior forum where a guy named Ed said he started writing down his worries every evening in a notebook he called his fret folder. He'd jot down things like, will the car need new tires, or did I forget to call the plumber? Then he'd close the book and tell himself, that's for tomorrow. He said it was like unloading a backpack he didn't know he was carrying. You don't have to write a novel, just acknowledge those worries, talk to a friend, pray, or even say them out loud to your dog. It's like opening a pressure valve. Lighten that mental load, and you'll be amazed how much energy comes back. Number 4. Your meals are missing the mark. Your diet's letting you down, even if you think you're eating healthy. We've all been there, grabbing a bagel for breakfast or a bowl of soup for lunch, thinking it's a safe bet. But those meals might be secretly zapping your energy. I remember my cousin Mary telling me she'd have a blueberry muffin and coffee every morning, then crash hard by noon. She thought, I'm eating fruit, right? But that muffin was basically a cupcake in disguise. Here's the scoop. Foods high in simple carbs, like white bread, pastries, or sugary cereals, send your blood sugar on a roller coaster. You get a quick burst, then a nosedive that leaves you yawning. And those heart-healthy, low-fat snacks. They're often loaded with sugar to make up for the flavor, leaving you hungry again in an hour. Your body needs balance, protein, healthy fats, and fiber to keep your energy steady. I read about a woman named Doris who swapped her afternoon cookie for a handful of walnuts and a slice of cheese. She said, I used to nap after lunch. Now I'm out watering my flowers. Try adding a boiled egg to your breakfast, a scoop of peanut butter to your snack, or some grilled chicken to your salad. It's not about eating less, it's about eating smarter. Think of your plate like a team. Every nutrient's got a job to keep you going strong. Number 5. Your sleep's more like a nap marathon. You're not getting the deep sleep your body craves. I hear this all the time. I'm in bed for 8 hours, so why do I wake up feeling like I pulled an all-nighter? My friend Walt used to brag about sleeping like a rock, but he'd shuffle into the kitchen every morning looking like he'd lost a boxing match. Turns out he was waking up every couple of hours to use the bathroom or adjust his pillow. Deep sleep is where the magic happens. Your body repairs, your brain clears out the cobwebs, and your energy tank gets refilled. But things like stress, a lumpy mattress, or even that late-night glass of wine can keep you stuck in light sleep, where you're half awake, half dreaming about forgetting where you parked your car. I saw a comment from a lady named Ruth who said she started using a blackout curtain and earplugs. She thought it was silly at first, but she said, "I haven't felt this rested since the Carter administration." Small tweaks can make a big difference. Keep your bedroom cool and dark, skip caffeine after lunch, or try a magnesium-rich snack like a banana before bed. Deep sleep isn't just time in bed, it's time your body uses to hit the reset button. Get that right, and you'll wake up ready to tackle the day. Number 6. You're missing out on nature's boost. You're not spending enough time in the great outdoors. This one's so simple, it's almost sneaky, but it's a game changer. I was reading a thread on a retiree group, and a guy named Stan said, "I started eating lunch on my patio every day, just 20 minutes in the sun. I feel like I've had 3 cups of coffee without the jitters." Your body's wired to sync with nature. Sunlight tells your brain when to wake up and when to wind down. Fresh air boosts your mood, and even a gentle breeze can make you feel more alive. But if you're cooped up inside all day under fluorescent lights, your internal clock gets confused. Plus, most of us are low on vitamin D, which is like the body's natural energy drink. Low levels can leave you feeling sluggish, achy, or just plain blah. You don't need to hike the Appalachian Trail. Just step outside for a bit, sit on your porch, water your plants, or watch the neighborhood kids ride their bikes. I heard about a woman named Clara who started feeding the birds in her backyard every morning. She said it wasn't just the birds that came to life, she did too. Nature's like a charger for your soul. Plug in for 15 minutes a day and you'll feel the difference. Number 7. Your body's starving for key nutrients. You might be low on nutrients you didn't even know you needed. This one's tricky because it's not like your body sends you a memo saying, "Boy, I bet I'm low on magnesium today," right? As we age, our bodies get less efficient at absorbing stuff like B12, vitamin D, or omega-3s. I was chatting with my friend Ray, who's 70, and he said, "I eat the same as I always have, but I'm dragging by lunchtime." Then his doctor ran some tests and found he was low on B12 and vitamin D. Ray started taking a supplement and added more salmon to his diet. He told me, "I feel like someone turned up the volume on my life." B12 helps with nerve function and red blood cell production. Kind of important for staying upright and alert. Vitamin D affects everything from mood to muscle strength. Omega-3s help your heart and brain. Without enough of these, you're basically running on fumes and wondering why your engine keeps stalling. You don't need to overhaul your diet overnight. Start small, add some spinach to your smoothie, snack on walnuts, or talk to your doctor about a blood test. I read about a woman named Helen who found out she was low on iron. A few weeks of iron-rich foods like lentils and red meat, and she was back to her book club with energy to spare. Don't let your body run on empty when a simple tweak could fill the tank. Number 8. You've lost your sense of purpose. You've lost your why, and it's draining you more than you think. This one hits differently because we're not talking about your body now, we're talking about your spirit. After retirement or when life slows down, it's easy to feel like you're just going through the motions. I saw a post from a guy named George who said, "I used to run a hardware store. Now I just watch reruns and wait for the mail. I'm not sad, just empty." That emptiness, it's exhausting. Your brain and body thrive on purpose. Even if it's small, without it you're like a phone with no signal, functioning but not really alive. But here's the good news. You can find your why again. It doesn't have to be big. I heard about a woman named Shirley who started knitting scarves for a local shelter. She said, "It's just yarn, but it makes me feel like I'm still part of the world." Try something that lights you up. Volunteer at the library, teach your grandkids how to bake, or even start a journal. Purpose isn't just a buzzword, it's fuel. Find yours, and you'll be amazed how your energy follows. Number 9. Your meds might be working against you. Your medications could be sapping your strength. If you're like most folks over 60, you've got a pill organizer that looks like a candy store. One for your heart, one for your joints, maybe one to help you sleep. But sometimes, those pills don't play nice together. I read about a guy named Mike who was taking 5 different meds. He felt like a zombie by noon. His pharmacist did a review and found 2 of his pills were causing drowsiness when mixed. They adjusted his doses, and Mike said, "I didn't realize how much I was missing until I got my spark back." Meds can lower your blood pressure too much, mess with your nutrient absorption, or even make you feel foggy. It's not just about side effects, it's about how they interact. If you're feeling wiped out, don't just shrug and say, "It's the pills." Ask your doctor or pharmacist for a full review. Bring your pill bottles and lay it all out. Sometimes, a small tweak can make you feel like a new person. Number 10. You're running low on fun. You need more fun in your life. I know, it sounds a little soft, maybe even a little cheesy, but hang with me because I've seen it too many times to ignore. Fun is an energy source all on its own, and when it's missing, you feel it in your bones. I was reading a comment from a woman named Diane who said, "I'm not depressed, but I'm not excited about anything either. Life's just grey." That greyness, it's a thief, stealing your energy bit by bit. But inject just a little fun, and it's like watering a plant that looked half dead, but suddenly perks up like, "Hey, I'm not done yet." Fun doesn't have to be a vacation to Paris or a major life change. It can be silly. It can be weird. I heard about a guy named Pete who started playing card games with his neighbors every Thursday. He said, "I laugh more in one night than I used to in a month." Another woman, Rose, joined a local choir and found herself humming all day. Fun recharges you. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. So try something silly. Watch a comedy, dance to your old records, or adopt a pet who'll make you laugh. Find what lights you up, and your energy will follow. Life's too short to be grey. Add a little color, and watch how much brighter you feel. So, there you have it. 10 surprising reasons you might be feeling like you're running on fumes, and none of them are about just getting old. From electrolytes to fun, these little tweaks can make a big difference. I know it's easy to think, this is just how it is now, but I promise you, small changes can bring back that spark. Try 1 or 2 of these ideas this week. Maybe sip some electrolyte-rich water, take a short walk, or call up a friend for a laugh. You might be amazed at how much better you feel. What's your biggest energy drain right now? Drop it in the comments, and let's talk about it. And if you found this helpful, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and share this with a friend who needs a little pep in their step. This is Silver Insights, where we're all about living better, not just older. I'll see you in the next one. Stay vibrant, my friends.